Hey guys, I hope you're all doing real well today. I decided to do something a little simpler today, so I'm working on the bridge layer. This is going to be let me double check, part 7 of the ICM Soviet bridge layer. It's an IT-28, 1/35 scale. In this video, we'll work on step 5 of the instructions. Shouldn't be a very long video. Anyway, let's see if we can't make a little progress today. Okay, let's go down the bench. Thanks. Okay, guys, this is where we left off last time. Just a quick update or quick reminder. We put this plate on here, and we put the headlight on, and then we put these vent covers on, and this hatch, and one up here, the machine gun mounts, the horn, and a few other little pieces. Today we're going to put some detail on this side, and we're going to build a little, it's a mount here for a winch for the top, okay, that'll be used for lifting the bridge off and on. And that'll be step 5 of the instructions. I've got all the parts right here. Believe it or not, that says step 5. Okay, let's look at the instructions real quick. Okay, we've got to build this little structure right here, and here's the winch, and then we've got a couple more covers and that type of thing to put on. I'm not going to put on, we've got I think it's a shovel and another jack and some spare road wheels and a pick. Those will all be left off for painting. Also, the A6s, I already put those together and filled the seam. So hopefully it won't take as long to get some more done here. And the B10 and B11, I put those together and filled the seams. So those all should be good to go. Okay. So let's take a look here. Here are the A6 and A7s. The seam's all good on those. We don't need to work on those anymore. Here's part of this cover. There's one of them little bitty grab handles that I'm going to replace. And here's the spare road wheels and that type of thing. I don't know, there's a light in there. Let's see here. We're going to need this light. And we're going to need the cover for the light. Let's see, the jack, the pick, all this stuff here is going to be painted separately. Okay, so we're going to need this stuff and this, and here's some more pieces for later. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. We've got this to go on here. I want to put this light on first. I got a little dust on there from sanding still. That hole's just a little too small. I've noticed with this plastic, if you stress it at all, it really will crack easy. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we need to put this cover on it. Just like that. Okay, I don't want to glue over the model. And where did I put my, here it is, my airbrush cleaner that I use for, let's see, let's go ahead and glue this in first, and then we'll glue that light on. We need to go here. Make sure it fits okay. There will be a little bit of a seam there I'd like to fill. That gets us where we need to be. Let's just go ahead and cook this well. Okay. That should be good. And then here's our little light. It had a bad sink on the back, and I filled that with the black super glue. Sorry if you can't see. Just need to get that in the right location. Okay. Looks like it's leaned forward just a little bit. Okay, and the cover for it. Get it pointed the right direction. Okay, that looks good. Okay, got this here. Oh, it's got a lot of dust on it. Hang on a second here. Sanding dust. We've got this. These little doors are separate pieces, but I've fitted them and they're pretty tight. I can go ahead and glue them from the back side. Okay. Then we've got this and this that go right here. Okay. Just a little bit of pressure to hold it in place for a second. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, and then this is going to go on the back here just like this. That's what I meant about covering up most of this. You're barely going to see any of that with this on. let's see if we can't get this where we want it. Let the glue start to soften things just a little bit. Okay. That's good. That's where we wanted it. Okay, and then we've got, let's see, that finishes that stuff off. Let's see here. Those are little vents. Let's move this aside for a second. This is the top. Boy, I got a lot of sanding dust on there. We've got a hatch that goes in. I didn't clean these real good after I sanded them. I guess I was in too big a hurry. But you know darn good and well that dust will show up in your paint job if you're not careful. Okay, and then we've got these little vents set here, and there's a cutout on one side of these. I'm not sure just which way they face. Let's see here. The instructions will help me out any. See here. Here's the little vents here, but they don't have any indication of which way those little cutouts face. So I guess I'll put them facing to the back. Okay. I think it's just so long as they kind of face the same direction is what's important. And these both had a lot of sink on the top of them that has been filled. Okay. Okay, and then this goes right here. This was 2 pieces and I filled all this already. Okay. And then we've got these. And we've got 2 little drums. Now, these will go, got a hair there. These will go here. Whoop, I got to turn it around, so I'm sure if it matters. Would be nice if the drum turns, but I don't know if it's terribly important as far as just getting the cable on it later, which I'm going to have to start looking for something to use for cable because the cable was missing out of the kit. Well, maybe let's see here. Maybe those holes are too I put that on there backwards again. Let's try it this way. There it goes. Okay, I guess that's what you'd call fiddly, huh? Okay, there's one side. Okay, and here's the other. And there we go. Okay. Of course, I'll put pictures of these up. So that's got that. And then we got to build up this this structure around it. And it's different, the two sides. The angles are different. So it's kind of important to get them the right direction. Huh. Okay, apparently I didn't put enough glue on there, or I let it dry too much. Some of the plastic in this kit is brittle, really brittle. And I've noticed that it doesn't soften up real quick. It takes a little while. Okay. I want to try and get this all built up at one time, because that way if the joints are off a little bit, I've still got a little wiggle room. Okay. And then we've got these. Get the angles just about right. Try and keep the filling to a minimum. Whoop. more time. Hopefully this fits fairly well. Yeah, it should be good. Okay. Okay. And I might do a little bit of filling around the top edge here. Just to make it look a little bit nicer. The gaps are not bad at all. It fits pretty well. And this is going to sit this way. I believe it's this way. Yeah. Just like that. Okay, it's not sitting real flat. Yeah, there it goes. I think I'm going to leave that part loose for a little while. That way I could pick it up and handle it once it's dry. And if I want to fill a couple little seams or something there, I can. Okay, and then let's back these instructions out just a little bit. Take a look. We've got these. That'll set right here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm pointing everything in the right direction. Yep. Nope. This goes this way. Still fits okay. That's good. The winches will go this way. Here's these. That'll sit on here. Okay. I'll go ahead and glue those on because I think the seams are pretty good on those. I think that's going to about complete this step, except for the parts that need to be painted. It wants to raise up just a little bit, so I'll have to hold it. Yep. Alright, let me get these done and I'll come back and show you, okay? I'm going to have to hold this for a few minutes. Okay, these are all glued down nice and firm now. This is going to be the end of step 5. Okay, in step 6 there's a couple of big arms that attach to this and come out to the front and attach to this somehow or another. It won't sit that low, but it'll sit probably kind of like this. Okay, so we're not far from getting ready to paint this. Like I say, this is loose. I'll go ahead and set that off for a second so you can see how big these things are that stick up here. There'll be a couple of big arms that'll stick out from the front of that, and then there'll be cables that run back to these winches. I left this loose on purpose. I think I might do a little bit of seam filling, a little bit of work on that, just a little bit. And then there's a couple of seams here that I might work on. But that's about going to do it for this episode. I'll put some pictures at the end like I usually do. But thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you real soon. Okay, bye-bye.